Alright, let's see, I left off a while back on this. Made these walls. After seeing it in UE, I don't like the curve as much. It kind of gets in the way a little bit. I think I'm just going to ignore it for now. But so I don't want to delete these, but I also don't know how to disable it to like get them gone, you know? So I think I have to delete them. And I think I'll be okay. Let me see. Let's play. No, not okay. Things are not okay. Undo. What does that mean? So I could play. No, dead. Just dead. Alright, Control Z. So one of these guys is important for collisions. I think they're all important for collisions. So maybe I'll just set them to like invisible for now. Move these guys out. Nudge. Something like that. This guy. Move it out. I guess I'll worry about the doors later and people coming through them. Because like the main character can't walk through the doors anyways. It's their art show. Let's go here and just make these invisible. I found that visible flag. This is kind of neat, a search. Man, where's that been? My whole life. That's great. Okay, so yeah, this should work. So you can kind of keep it there. Yeah, so you can just keep the existing collisions going. And we'll, I just want to hide it. Oh, I just fell to my doom. Okay. So there's a cube somewhere that's controlling the 4, probably. It's hard to see because I made it invisible. Try this again. Okay, where are you? It's not you. I think probably just... try and, doesn't have visible or something? What is this? Don't see a visible flag. Guess that's not like a base feature. Weird. Okay, I'm not really sure what this is. EP plane. Yeah, weird. Okay, I'm gonna leave it alone for now. Probably this one. Yeah, I think you're the one. Somehow I feel like it's you. The scale is locked. Okay. No, actually, let me just undo. Yeah, it's like locked, so it's... we don't need the... just make this bigger. Bigger floor. And it still did that. What? Oh, no, it didn't. Okay, I clicked off and it went to the skybox. Okay. So now we shouldn't fall off, I would think. Yeah, so we hit this collision here. Yeah. Alright, cool. Check out this side. Alright, that's nice. Now they can be invisible. Let me rename these. Can I rename them all at once? Maybe not. It's not a good idea anyways. Alright, so I'm gonna rename this to floor so I can rename I don't know what is it snake case in here for the names? Alright, let's say northeast, southwest, west wall. Can I just like double click this to rename or? Yeah, there we go. Alright. Wall west. Yeah, look. What are you? Oh gosh, that's not what I wanted. south, wall east. And yeah, these are really just like kind of being used as for colliders right now because I'm not super. That board it's colliding with, so that's cool. This I'm gonna ignore. But let me make these. This one's already not visible. And go to all these guys and knock out the visibility on them. And then I'm gonna create a. That's my bad. Create a. What is it called? Like a semi-transparent wall here, which should be available pretty easily. I'm trying to figure out where that happened. So doorways. Just gonna step through this a little bit. Through this right wall, left wall. And yeah, I guess I'll just make it right here. The back wall, I'll just copy it, the back wall. So we'll do oh yeah, there it is, front wall. Just didn't do anything with it. Yeah, plan to export separately for eventual semi-transparency. There, that's it. Okay, so we don't get into auto UVs and stuff till way down here. I'm gonna kind of move this over, put in a network box, and then go down and do a similar sort of pattern here. So the GLTF, I need to mess with more. I haven't really messed with it enough. So we're gonna just run this down. There we go. So auto UV and call you model out. Say front wall out. So the name, it doesn't really matter. Just something. Okay, so there's this. Let's take a look at the, yeah, so you got, a little mesh there. Then we'll let the shaders do its work for making it like semi-transparent and such. Level FBX, so I really don't like the name that I came up with. Room, front wall, wall front. Probably that kind of pedantic naming isn't probably necessary, but can't help it. Okay, so we're saving there, and then I should be able to, I did this last time, get something in here, content drawer. I hate the name level. It's not too late to change, but. And see, like I have this here, but we're duplicating it in our source control, which is probably not the best. Probably delete this, right? Because we've already imported it, so I can like import it and then delete it from here, I think. There's also probably little reason to actually use this mesh from Houdini, but really I'm just trying to practice like this whole process of getting it in and normal generation, mixed tangent. Oh yeah, there's a lot of options here built in. Okay, what else is there? Do not create material. Okay, see, convert scene. Yeah, so the material will be something we'll need to deal with. Enormous reorder. Yeah, we don't have any of that, so okay, I'll just import all, sure. Okay, so this content browser is super confusing. Content drawer. I want you to be the same thing as content browser. Like, I don't get it. Why is there two of you? Why do you have different names? I just want you in the scene. Okay, so there you go. Now, whatever position the room is at, this room shapes, the position, we'll just make it identical. So I guess that's a really bum location. Let's see if there's, maybe that's better. Maybe that's better. I don't actually know. What is this going to do? Let's just take a look at this. It does seem to create a collision there. That's interesting. Okay. Oh, but then we lose the art zone. Maybe that's okay. Like, I'm like just building on top. I'll look at the artifact and I'm stuck. That's weird. Why am I stuck? What am I stuck on? get this. I gotta change my controls here. This is not inverted and it's throwing me off. I mean, who moves the mouse in the direction that they want it to go? You obviously move it the opposite direction. That's, oh yeah, it's so weird. I feel like, okay. Yeah, I don't know what you're getting stuck on. I mean, it's probably something with my mesh. I can see an artifact there. Let's, okay, let me get that wall in that I just added. Where did you even go? I dragged it in. Where did it go? It just like appeared somewhere. Oh, here you are, room all front. Okay, come over here. I'm inclined to actually leave this the way it was. It was like 106.5. This Y is interesting. It's like way off. But yeah, okay, 106.5. We'll just kind of put it back to where it was. And then can I copy this whole thing? Yeah, copy that and give me you. Let's put you, no, paste. Okay, let's try this. Paste. Okay, good. That's exactly what I was looking for. The scale is going to just be whatever. So 50, 50. You're going to be 50. We're going to lock it. All right, cool. So we got that. We should have to rotate it by 90 degrees. So come here, rotate 90. So it should be, because we exported it the same place, we can just leave it at the same origin. So I don't know. This may or may not like be desirable. Like I was thinking making it semi-transparent. But yeah, it's could just be completely undesirable. So let's see. I want to see your outline. Like show me your mesh outline or go with gizmos. Gizmos, maximize. Okay, well, I'll just turn on the visibility again, and I'll slide this guy into position. Yeah, so you can come over here. Oh, wow, what did I do? I want to say these camera controls are better. I'm just not used to it. I'm used to like really bad camera controls, and these are just so simple that I'm getting thrown off by not having to press Control or Alt or anything to move. And it's almost like a game itself. Like it feels. I can't WASD move around though. Okay, never mind. It's not really. All right. I'll keep moving away instead of towards. Man, this just like makes my nerves cry out having to roll that backwards. Okay, it's front two. Okay, somehow I duplicated that. That was a mistake. All south. Okay, let's try this. Alright. So probably need to widen this a little bit because it's got a gap there. Just keep it from falling off the edge. And it looks like it's the Y dimension, so just 150. No, that's a position. My bad. Okay, so let's do. No, that's not right. Local dimension. Yeah, this must be a global thing, and I don't know what the dimension is. This is clearly the one that's long, so, but the red doesn't line up. I wonder if there's a way, just out of curiosity. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so now I can see this is red. Okay, cool. Well, that's dope. And that's not what I wanted. What? Oh, of course. I keep forgetting this lock. Okay. I'll slide you through here. Okay. So there's that. We can put you back as invisible. Basic things. Visible. Where'd you go? Okay. And I made the wrong thing. Invisible. Not wall front or wall south. I should probably call it a collider or something like that because that's what it's being used for. But right, there we go. Okay, and then I'll mess around with the shader here. I might do some Googling. Oh, I'm dead. No. Okay, that's it. I'm looking up control changes. This is madness. Just absolute madness. Let me reverse. I need to reverse this. Like, use WC only when a mouse button is pressed. No, let me use it whenever I want. Flight camera control. Experimental navigation, probably. Orthographic zoom to cursor. Show gesture, invert, middle mouse pan. Yes, invert everything. Invert Y, invert mouse, invert right, just invert all the inverts. See if that feels right. Okay. Except that one feels wrong, but this one feels good. And why is it getting further away from, let's use the F key to zoom. Oh, so I'm on the skybox. I'll just use the F key here. Oh. Okay. Wow, I cannot just get it to move the way I want. Okay. Yeah, this is nice. Use WASD almost to just get where I want. Alright. Okay, cool. Alright, so the 4 probably needs to be super big. I thought I made it big enough, but I guess not. I can't see it. Just make it massive. 400. That's it. Alright, well, that could be a problem. No. Okay. 4. 1000. That seemed to work in some ways, but maybe it's not centering. It's like only going, yeah, out. So just kind of pull it way out over here. And then that will get it to cover the entire area. Yeah, okay, that works. All right, then so now kind of messing with this wall, see if I can get a semi-transparent thing. This should block. I'm confused as to how. So when I click on this, when I hover over this, it screws up the pathfinding. It's trying to nav me to that part of the mesh. So I'm thinking of just getting rid of this curve thing. I thought it would be cool, but now I think it's annoying. So probably gonna get rid of it. Also, you can't see, so that's not great. So it messes with pathfinding, and you can't really see, so it kind of sucks. There's probably a way to turn it off for pathfinding, but yeah. So I'm just gonna kick that out. Over here, this whole left-right wall nonsense, we're just gonna go boop, turn it off. I don't want it. Let's see what we're looking at here. I guess we got this. Oh, actually, no, we do want the walls, but we don't want the curvy thing on top. Door negative, doorway. And so all this stuff is to like get the curves. But let me see if I can find negative crown molding. So there's this. Then there's one for making the left and right. So at this point, I'm gonna just like cut these. Should be all right here. Yeah, it's kind of, that's creating an artifact, that whole technique there. You see that? Get rid of that. So I can expand the, what you, or just let it kind of be a clean shave thing there. Just turn these off, transform mirror. Just disable you, here aren't being used. There's a bit of a slop mess in there, but I'll just take it for now. And we'll do is ROP FBX, save to disk, and which I can probably show the actual thing, see what it looks like first. Yeah, that's alright. Okay, let's go with that. Here. Okay, so here's level FBX. I can delete this now because I've moved it over. It could improve the saving path and have it save in the game asset location. I'm not entirely sure if that's okay with Unreal, and like what happens if I just like drag this on top of it. Like I don't know. It's questions I don't know the answer to. Just test it out. Like yeah, it looks like it overwrites it, which is what I want. Yeah, that's nice. I like that. Cool. Yeah, so we can kind of get a better experience there. I'm gonna mess with that collision a little bit more. Yeah, so that's good. Alright, it's got a little doorway, and then this, like, you know, you're not really... There you go, it's exciting. Okay, cool, so there's something there. And then we can figure out this art stuff now. Okay, so I wonder, where to put it. So, like, there's this canvas thing, and create, like, little windows into another place, like, we can set up a texture, probably, I'm guessing like a streaming texture, and then point the thing. MPG picture frame, okay. So this is has components inside of it. What is this thing doing? Whoa, what the? Okay. So yeah, blueprint. Wow, this is cool. This is really cool. So this is blueprints. Okay. So there might be a way, and yeah, there's a lot that looks like can be done here. Canvas frame particles, default, so there's a texture here. You have this canvas, static mesh plane, so this material, basic shape, so probably need a custom material, maybe, but we definitely need a texture that we can write to, drawn main pass from virtual texture. Ray tracing texture, yeah, texture streaming, this might be. Force map stream, I don't know if that's the same concept of what I'm thinking, but it definitely will be, that's one way to do it, like, so we get a camera, and then associate the camera somehow to this, and it feeds like the texture. The camera's producing a texture, and then that reads out to this material. Is kind of what I'm thinking. Um, yeah, I don't know yet. Let's see. Go here. All right, so there's that, and that's why the thing was different. Doesn't have visible and stuff like that. Nav mesh default. Okay, that's probably an issue. Because I didn't move that in the same spot as the floor. Though not, it seems fine too. Maybe it doesn't actually matter so much this size thing. I could move this back into it, which I'm not sure exactly how I got nudged forward to begin with, but let me just move that back real quick. Wasn't really paying attention. There's not much reason to not. I gotta be careful. I didn't move everything. It was like these things, so I can just slide them all over. So I think it was kind of like this, like starting out, and so just trying to restore that original position. I know, where's that art? Yeah, there we go. Okay, so this is sort of originally where it started, and then, but now we have like the walls and stuff. We can make it semi-transparent, and okay, so there's that. Polymetric cloud. Skylight, sphere, playground. Okay, so I'm gonna have to like, now this is a point where I have to just go watch tutorials about cameras and streaming textures and stuff, but I want to just like look around first and get a feel for the thing. Where is the camera in here? Does it not exist in the scene? Camera, okay. So I guess it's beyond the actor. No, BP stage, is that it? Oh, interesting. What are you? Edit BP stage. What? Okay. Make vector. This is so much harder than programming. Like, so it just starts with a random number. I guess in a init. And you're gonna stuff into vector 3, x, y position only. You're gonna use that to create a transform. Do nothing with it. Yeah, it doesn't seem like this is doing anything. If it is, it eludes me and puts it into the graph. Yeah, so you give out a transform. It says here, but over here it says, oh, return value. Why did I read that way? Okay. Somehow I thought it said null. Alright, never mind. Maybe it is doing something. Builds this value. So this camera, post-process volume, that's just built straight into the camera. That's crazy. You have to do all this extra stuff to get this in. Wow. Alright, you have like an export. Because I'll just need to set up mostly a texture target. That's what I was looking for. Stage render target. Game actor stage render target. Okay. Let's get back over there. Let's see. Yes, you're the content browser, you're not the thing. Okay. But how do I find you? Game actor stage render target. Where do I find that? It seems like it'd be in here. Game actors stage render target. Okay, there you go. Yeah, I can see it rendered. That's dope. Alright, so then this BG picture frame, we just need to connect to what's happening. I mean, maybe it's already working and I'm just not paying attention. Okay, alright, almost there. Okay, so stage render target, it's got stuff. Target matte, yeah, there's a material. So we need to apply the material here. So the stage render target matte, yeah, so this is very similar to Unity in that regard. And so over here, I saw material. Try and use a search. Yeah, so this basic shape material probably needs to change. I'm not sure what the difference between the override material would be versus stage render target matte. Yeah, it looks like it did it automatically there. So let's see what that does. If that does anything when it's on. Camera angle is kind of bad for this. I'm going to move this BG picture. Oh, I have to save it. Huh? Checkout selected. How about I just cancel it? Stop. Save it. Oh, weird. Checkout selected. Okay, hopefully that works. Scale you down. Location is fine. You're massive. You're just massive. At a billboard scale, is that gonna help? No, that doesn't help. Okay. Because the base scale here is already 1, which is like fine, but then there's the size of the mesh is just enormous, so I might just have to adjust. Really, so many materials in here. I'll just shrink it down then, just a tenth of its size. Yeah, let's go back to 1, unlock it, drop down to a tenth of its size, see if we can get frame here. I don't know how many pictures we'd want to put on the wall. You know, I think like not so many. It's tedious. Like the focal point being the response of people. It's nice and big. Oh shoot! I don't know what I just pressed, but that was a fun reaction. I said maybe like the curvature of the wall. It's like a cutoff for like how tall this thing is. Get rid of this. And, let me control the scale by hand here. Yeah. Wow, that's really very sensitive. Wow, can you relax? 0.25 is your like minimum scale there? Yeah, this is weird. Okay, never mind. I'll do it by hand with maths. Oh, that wide frame isn't too bad. Just thinking, yeah, something like that. Maybe a little bit thicker. Nope, 0.75. Then a not so tall. Guess we don't need the thickness there, but and that's behaving poorly. What? That's not. I don't understand why that would matter. Oh, I'm doing the wrong numbers. Okay. It still like repositions it weirdly. Like I wouldn't expect it to adjust like that. Yeah, maybe like 9. So it's like a big enough piece you can kind of see from a zoomed out perspective, and I can model a frame in there, which yeah, that might be good. Takes up the whole wall. Can have some kind of spacing rules or whatever for placement, and yeah, maybe that's good. Okay, so wow. Okay, Control S sometimes triggers that. Maybe. Okay. All right, so you see this. Hopefully I didn't break something else in the process. Oh, there we go. Yeah, so we got our render mesh going, and something is weird. No, yeah. Am I looking at this right? What's happening? Those shadows. No, that's not the render mesh. Yeah, something was off here. Can I like zoom out somehow? Can I pause maybe? Get out of here. Yeah, that's what I'm looking for. Okay. So the cube is over there, and then this is like strangely small because I shrunk the size of the board, but then the shadows are massive, so I guess the light angle. Okay, so I didn't mean for it to shrink everything down. The board is somehow attached. Yeah, see, like the lighting is there. You mess with, I don't even know what that thing's called. It's like BP stage. Oh, yeah, here we go. So you got stuff inside of you. I didn't really understand this chamfer cube. All right, why don't you come on over here? A little chamfer cube. All these cubes. Okay, yeah, I can hang out. World data layers, probably don't care about right now. All right, so this, all right. Inside of you, you have things. BG picture frame, BP stage. Where's that frame? No. Something is... Oh, weird. Okay, so it has like a sub collection of objects. You can see it in here. And it has the plane. Okay. That's what I wanted to resize. Totally missed that. Okay, so BP stage, whatever size you were before, I want to restore, which is just 1, because you're a orchestration, your collection group is plane here. Now you're 1. Okay, that confuses me. What? What? Don't. That. What? And where'd you go? Like, where is it now? Like, oh, the scale. Oh, okay. I'm like just out of whack here. I'm about to zero out everything. BP stage. Where are you? Okay, so I moved this, I think, to like 0 or something. I meant to. I did not do that right. Can I like lock this? I don't want to select the sky spear. Like, stop selecting. Lock. No, just lock. Stop being selectable. Okay, BP stage. Pin. What does that do? Star. Okay, well, let's see. BP stage 1. That seems right. But your side's still screwed up and definitely messed it up, but I don't know how. What is that? Point link. Okay. Wall south. Okay, so BP stage. I set the size back. It's just super far away. Is that why it's... No. Yeah, this is bizarre. It's totally bizarre. Like I just want the plane to move. Right. Yeah, there we go. Okay. So getting the BP plane correctly positioned will be a challenge on the wall. Like have like a weird offset because of the plane. Which actually I think we're gonna have to have anyways. I like that shadow. That's nice. I think we're gonna have to have that anyway. So like the camera will be rendering a scene that's like off screen and rendering it on this in these picture frames. So that's what we want. Let me scale. Can I? Yes, I want to do it by hand. So I'm feeling like that. Yeah, that kind of shape. Not touching the floor though, just a little bit of space so I can put a nice frame around it. Okay. Yeah, it's a little big, but maybe that's okay. Alright, so now it's rendering stuff out here. Yeah, something about altering this like just really screwed up the whole thing. Like I just have to like revert that. Oh, what to do? What to do? Camera. Yeah, no, that baffles me. I'm really not sure what happened. Like what would break? BP stage doesn't do much. I guess I changed the BP stages. No, I didn't do that. That's the camera selected here. And it's got the target selector. And then there's this. And this is still using that basic shape thing. So I don't know what I thought I changed that already. Stage render target. Okay, I swear I did that. So it didn't take it. Control S. Make writable. Maybe that's the one I should have picked. So over here, and then there's BP picture frame. So yeah, I guess this is the runtime and this is the asset. Oh, okay. No, they're both saying asset. Don't get it. Because yeah, it's not in the scene, but it's clearly here. It says BP stage. So maybe this is just a rename of the blueprint. That's the only thing I can think of is like one is a runtime and one is like the prefab, so to speak. So there's this. Now what's that checked out? Like save. Get rid of that check mark. fuck it, just... Compile didn't work. Save on compile, save. Get rid of that checkout nonsense. Okay, I don't know how to get rid of the checkout nonsense, but... And, okay, so this... It looks like it's rendering now. I can see it rendering the sky, which is good. BP stage. So there's edit and blueprint, and then there's edit BP stage. So I guess you can just kind of keep like dealing with these in a nested way. So the plane, it seems to actually have worked. So I just need to make sure that writable thing is right, is set up correctly. Materials I don't see anymore. Search it again. Yeah, so it actually saved this time. There's the camera. The plane size is screwed up, which I thought I fixed a number of times already. 32, 32. But it's all like warped in here. Yeah, like what the heck? Yeah, this is weird. The transform stuff is not crystal clear to me, like what it's doing. Okay. I think, yeah, relative. Your plane. Yeah, I thought you would be relative to parent of this. Default scene root, which is 1. So there's no scale manipulating it. I guess it just doesn't. There must be a better way to alter the plane size that's not gonna... It just keeps getting smaller and I cannot figure out why. Like if I put it back at 1 and I fix this, shouldn't it be back at its size? Did I edit it somewhere else? Static mesh. Like I see this, but that's not correct. This would create a box square shape, and that's not what I'm seeing. It has a weird location offset. I can try doing that. Yeah, it just doesn't make sense as to why it wouldn't be honored. Oh, I can just try and increase the scale, but it seems to throw away the offset and make it weird. Just see what that does. I don't see it at all. Detach. Huh. Okay. There's the plane. You don't render in-game. Somehow I ruined the scale of all of the objects that are instantiating. Let's see. I don't see the objects that are spawning, which I know that there's objects somewhere being instantiated. They must be inside of this, or let's see. Yeah, so there's objects here. Let me break away and see if I can figure out where they're located. So it makes sense that you're in the BP stage. It seems where the code is at. But where are these entities that are being instantiated? They have no runtime representation. They're not being added or removed in a clear way on this view. Nav mesh bounds. Huh. Default scenery. I don't think there's anything. Event task delta seconds. That's cool. Generate scene. Target is BP stage. Capture scene. Target. Cool. So you have the camera reference in there, and it goes into this stage render texture target. Yeah. So that much makes sense. Yeah, that makes complete sense. The generate render scene is a little bit more nebulous. Seems like that could be where the logic for spawning things, but I actually don't see that. So yeah, I don't see anything here. I guess it could be a script or something. I don't know. Macros, random transform. There's generate scene, objects. It just isn't very clear. Like why the size is so screwed up, and like how I'm moving BP stage, and I tried to move it back, but it just seems to have broken it just seems to broke it. Like I don't know. Let me see the version control if it's like something obvious I altered. It does look like it captures a lot more stuff than you might want, but BP stage U asset. Okay, so serialized. That's not ultra helpful. U asset. The added isn't super helpful. Game saved, auto saves. Oh, interesting. Window editor, trace. Huh. Yeah, this is U assets, but it's not really. Not really seeing anything that indicates a change to the scene. World state. Like I guess it could be this, something like that. That's controlling the actual level changes. Which I mean, this is absolutely illegible. Like these INI files aren't going to have all this stuff. I'm not even sure why that's being modified. It looks like it's identical. I think this is being changed. Could be a white space issue of some kind. I'm not really sure. Okay, well, yeah, this is stumping me. I don't know why it's broken. The size is broken, like, just so badly. Plain. My mistake was that I scaled this up, or is it that I scaled it down? Maybe that's my problem, is I scaled it down but I can't see what it was before. Can I find like the original value or something like that? Or okay, well I guess it doesn't matter too much. Let me just scale this up. This is too big. 1,000's too big probably. Yeah, it's like freaking massive. Okay, so yeah, it seems like there's just like a bug with even updating it to 100. It was like, no, we don't like that. Yeah, it just flips out. Okay, it's weird. Like that's yeah, so it's taking a picture of the skybox. That's where it's at. But this this scaling, I think, is going to be a significant issue. I think it needs to be, maybe that's the problem, is like this is a very strange rendering thing here. Like, what is that big gap for? It's almost like inverting the render. It doesn't show up on this camera at all. It's the player camera. There's some kind of like thing following it around, and yeah, it's so weird. Camera. All the furniture stuff is just gone too. Like, what happened? Man, I just like totally broke this. I don't even know. It's just like changing the sizes. It just doesn't seem to wanna do it. Now, if I go back to the regular texture, the plane, maybe I can get the size right and go back to the stage render target, because maybe that's part of it. Base. Gosh. I forgot what it was called, but I didn't think I'd have a hard time finding it. Now I don't know what it was. Oh, that seems close enough. Okay. Alright, so that looks like something. This other guy, what the heck? Where do you... Now all of a sudden you want to show up. You didn't show up earlier, and now you're in the way. You're confusing me. Get rid of you. Alright, so this, which is probably indicative of some kind of change. I don't know what, but... So this is curious. Seriously, changing the materials just alter everything. The camera's huge. Everything's bigger. I did modify it up here, but that modifies the camera as well. Then this definitely needs to be one. Can't really screw with that ever. It just makes weird behavior. Okay, then you have to mess with the plane, but even after fixing it, the camera is still way the hell over there. Like, that's not right. I altered BP stage to be 1. No, that's 10. Okay, that's better. But then now the plane is messed up. So the plane needs to be giant. And where's all the art stuff? I just don't want that. So the plane can behave like a plane, hopefully someday. Yeah, maybe like a wide aspect ratio is ideal. No, I think for these like kind of painting sort of things, it usually narrow. BB stage, plane. So 4. I'm getting it backwards. Alright, just start with that for now. Leave you at the 0 origin. Alright, so that shows up. Alright, now where's all the rest of the... Okay, there you are. Alright, so it's in a weird position now. The way it's spawning, I think it has to do with your position. So I actually do want to move you away from this room. So like I'm going to move you off the scene, like over here to where you can't be spotted. So I can't see you, right? Even if I walk all the way over here. But you should still be doing your thing. And this guy, no, not the whole thing, just in case it's not gonna let me mess with it. That's fine. This guy, this plane, we're gonna slide over. And, we can come up with some offset. So basically that Y offset should get us what we want. For now, I'll just put it right here in the center-ish. Okay, then we'll try this and see how that works. Okay. Okay, after digging around, I had some visitors, so I turned it off. Okay, so something's up here. Texture sample. Because it's definitely recording all right. Yeah, I don't feel like any of this, anything else. So, because this is what's happening in the game too, is it's rendering invisible. Okay. This is cool. Oh shoot. No, it's definitely surface. Blend mode, opaque. That's not it. Should you want default lit, unlit? Okay. I guess we could let it be, because if everything else is like got the light reaction, it'd be weird if this one doesn't, the pictures don't. Yeah, I feel like this is alright. Texture sample. Wait. There it is. And where's the opacity mask? Oops. Nope. That was it. Okay, so opacity mask. Probably, I mean, I don't want opacity anyways. Let me click on you. Son of a... Why are you being so obnoxious? What are these gray lines doing? Controls the translucency of the material. Let me delete that. What if I want to delete that? I would like to delete this because it's like deleting a line of code. Let me do it. Okay, I don't know. Alright, well, anyways, this is actually now transferring the thing over. So this material was the problem. Make writable, sure. Oh, I guess I'm still in play mode. Totally lost track of that. And looks like it's showing up now. So can I go back to pause simulation stock? How do I get back to, oh, there we go. There we go. So now we have our picture frames. Okay, cool. Dope. Alright, so I had created a second one. This dynamic frame here, which I can't make one of these guys. Yeah, so I made a second one to target that. But I think containing it in the scene makes sense. It was just kind of a troubleshooting, desperate troubleshooting technique. So I'm going to delete this guy, just making sure that worked. And so now when we play, that's terrible. Absolutely terrible. It could be the camera's position. So we have this, we got a camera. Should be able to like move it around and see see it update. That's not doing what I expected. expect that skyline thing to change there. Very weird. Very weird. Yeah, you're showing half surface, blend mode opaque, maybe masked. Masked. Really, that black spot, that's no, that has nothing to do with this. It needs to be opaque, but this alpha here, let me change it. Maybe I can just like override it. It's not letting me. I mean, I could get that you're not, you should just be a single flow value, but I kind of don't want opacity mask. I don't want opacity at all. Um, break this link. Okay, there we go. Alright, so there's that. That's a small thing, but it's not really what we're after. That skybox thing that I turned off a while ago, I tried locking it. I totally forgot what it was called. Sky. I actually don't see it anymore. I remember grabbing it earlier on accident. Yeah, there you are. So that's like kind of what it seems to be spotting, is that sky pillar thing. The camera's way down here. So, I mean, it makes sense the background, like it's like pointing up or something, maybe. That's, let me mess with the rotation here. There we go, yeah. The rotation's like just bad. Okay, so we can kind of see this little image updating here. So let's just rotate this. So that's just looking more and more up. So I can aim down. And so we're just looking into this abyss now. It's not like, I want to see the camera's focal point. Like I don't see where it's at. I can't edit its arc cleanly, like in a way that I would anticipate. When you see it facing direction locally, from a local perspective. Um, so camera, let's go local. Where is it? World and local, okay. This appears to be local. Okay, so facing direction in this game, I guess. I mean, the Unity is this blue one. It's Z, so I guess what X is forward facing. Can't tell what direction the camera's facing. Like, how can I see projection preview? You see a projection preview of this camera. That's not. Okay, editor preferences somewhere. It's unfortunate it's our editor preference. I would think it's something. Camera preview, preview size. Yeah, preview selected cameras. That doesn't really work. I have a camera selected, and you're not showing me a preview. Like, where is that? Huh. That is. Yeah, it shows just like a show. Because I can't tell what it's doing. Like, where is it? Gizmos aren't really enabled for this, or Oh, there's a scaling. Okay. Yeah, I can just like shoot in the dark here. Like, just rotate until it. Control Z doesn't appear to work, which is terrifying. Now what am I gonna do when I screw up? Oh gosh, I just have to manually undo. Okay. This isn't very responsive when it comes to that, so I don't see the things rendering anymore. Oh, there they go. Okay. But I think making any change to the camera causes it to... It's showing the skybox in there. I'm not seeing any stuff. But it's probably like looking too high. Yeah, there's a light there, but that could be the sun. It doesn't really seem to be the right rotation. Yeah, this is really hard to work with. I don't know what direction it needs to be facing. Um, yeah, I need to kind of gizmo to see. No, it's not editor only, but okay. Okay, so that's one thing I was messing with. I didn't need capture refrain, capture on movement. Yes. Show only actors, hidden actors. Okay, so we're not culling anything. I set this for fun, but I know you can like do -1 and that'll render everything at a distance. You know what I'll try and do? Let me move this guy super close to the target here. Man, it's hard to tell 3D like where the camera is in space. Like, okay, so no, I don't want the whole VP stage moved. And what is this pin link? I want to undo the move I just did, not that pin link. I moved it and I don't know how to get it back. Okay, so this has a camera preview, which is nice. How come this one doesn't have a camera preview? How terrible. Like, so it's hard to get it to line up because it doesn't. Where's that point light? The point light looks like it's really close. So you're all zeros. So if I set you to all zeros, location, 0, 0, 0. Just try and get you in the same exact spot as that point light. Right. Okay. So from here we can just back up. There we go. That's really kind of an asinine process, but now we have a picture with rendered art. Cool. It's rendering to the texture. You can very gingerly move this around and eliminate the skybox. Or not, maybe. Just leave the skybox in because it's so garbage. But I don't want them all to have the same background. Maybe we can just get a good distance here. The camera's like sideways, so let me try and rotate it. Which dimension? Probably X. Let's do a 90-degree tilt. That looks like it was the wrong way, 90 degrees. Upside down is perhaps a feature. Okay. Alright, I'm gonna tilt it the other way though, so come here. You finally got some kind of traction going. So come here, camera 90, so the opposite, I think is at 270. Or I could do negative 90 too, but and then we're going to slide you over, try and get you somewhat centered. And maybe like, you know, in the script we can mess with the transform a little bit so it's not all the same. Like it could be off center, yeah. Yeah. So I'll find center. Like this looks like it's pretty close to center. And then in scripts we can alter the position to be off center. And get a look at that. All right, now in Unity it breaks when you stop. So I'm hoping it saves. Oh, please don't tell me you lost all that. It did. Oh, how disgusting. I always hated that. It's like, let me opt out of this. Like, okay, there we go. Yeah, of course. Of course, it's all gone. I messed up something. Yeah, I accidentally pasted it here, and of course Control Z probably doesn't work. Does it work when you're not in edit mode, maybe? Oh, it does, thank goodness. Okay, so I come in here, I can fix the camera position, paste, and you're 270. There we go. And then there's also some other settings on the camera that I had messed up, like this, or it changed anyways, so we get that. The skybox might be, I don't know if you can turn off the skybox on here. Hidden show flex. Yeah, I can probably put it as a hide on like I can cull it. I saw something with culling. Yeah, show only actors hide. So I can add, can I, yeah, give me that skybox. I can just delete the skybox actually. That's probably, yeah, that didn't work anyways. Whatever. I don't need a skybox. Where'd you go? Lighting, sky atmosphere, SMs, yeah, this guy. Delete. No, that didn't work. Delete. There we go. Darkness. What is all that? Yeah, that's kind of creepy. Skylight. Lighting. Can I turn you off for a second? It's going to turn into a black scene. Yeah, just turn you off for a second. What does that do? Yeah, you're still showing me the skybox, which I don't want. And the camera doesn't appear to be working anymore. Great. Let's see. Got it work in a second there, but then... Oh, of course, it's, no, mistake. Control Z, false. Can't Control Z in play mode. Okay. I saw it work for a second there. Oh, I see. There's other changes that I made, I think, that when I was desperately trying to get it to work. And it was the distance to render. It's like a cull distance or clipping plane. Okay. Near plane. Something like that, near clipping. Yeah, I didn't. I changed it to like 100, which is probably affecting, yeah, this max view. Okay, it's called something else here. Save. Yeah, whatever. Okay. So then hopefully this will show up some stuff. Yeah, there we go. Cool. Alright, so we get some art. The background is garbage. Probably need to change the background color. The last time that was done on the camera, exponential height fog, I don't know if that's like that's what's making the clouds. Volumetric cloud. I hope that's not it. Turn it off. Visible. Yeah, that was it. All right, perfect. Okay, so now we have a canvas, and we should be able to change that. I don't know how to change the background color, but that's basically it for just getting the canvas. And then the background itself can be something, I don't know, maybe I can model like a little outside area, like trees and stuff, and make it feel more alive. Okay, so for now anyways, this will get us started. There we go. Okay. So, this is cool. Like, renders different pictures, and you can just do like one render per shot. Kind of mess with the camera a little bit in game and see what you get out of it. Like, there's all kinds of like filters and post-processing things in here. Let's see, film grain. Yes, give me some film grain. Just turn everything on, whatever. I don't know what these are. Yeah, so kind of get some stuff. And then motion blur, sure. Amount, yeah, blur it. You can just like parameterize and randomize all this stuff. Being occlusion, this is cool. So vignette, yeah, just jack that up. Lens flare, yeah, throw in a lens flare. Lots of intensity, it's great. And like it's super black. So I think there's we could probably do it in the material. So I can hear, no, so first off the camera has to do something specific with transparent. Consider unrendered pixels, unrendered opaque pixels fully translucent. So we could do this. And that might give us access to, let me change you to something there, yeah. It's probably the best thing I'm gonna get, oh, whatever. Just do a cube. Okay, so there's this. The base, I think we can add, trying to figure out, I totally forgot. Doesn't seem to really want to work. Whatever. I was gonna try and apply a color to like the base. Give me one channel. I want to see something. Okay. Okay, so here's like one channel. Just removes the color. Maybe that's cool. Like, but I still want to get rid of the black frame, so I'm trying to like turn that to be like a more gray. And see how, I don't know how to use this color, and just give me a node for color. Desaturation, as our beta linear. How about, I guess there's a vector 3 or float, because yeah, R is just try float. Plain float. Give me a constant. Wow. Make float 2. Maybe that's it. Make float. Sure, I'll take that for now. X. Gross. I hate this. This is annoying. To like learn this interface. Give me the preview value. How about an actual value? I want the value to be result. No, that's not it. Just want a plain float. Just give me a number. You gotta be kidding me. This is like surely vector 1. What do you call it? What is a number to you? Okay. Some color manipulation functions, but not a color itself. Make a custom and just make it a simple float. Math. Clamp constant. Is that maybe what you call the constant? Constant. There we go. See, 0.3 is kind of dark. Maybe 0.6. Alright, so that should be, it needs to be a vector 3, so yeah, okay, so it's going to make a white. So we should be able to do constant vector 3, and yeah, I feel like your base color is like a full vector 3 now. Each channel's automatically clamped between 0 and 1. This is a little confusing because you'd expect it to be, maybe that's all of them. So let's do something ridiculous. Alright, yeah, so that gives us the red background color. RG should be like a yellow. Okay, cool. So we got some control over this guy. We can get out of here. Alright, so we have this base color. We have the emissive. We can put the colors back on. And then we can tone this way down. But we don't want black, so right now it's basically 0. So this is inverted. Why is this so bad? You only understand it should scale, like one direction should be black. That seems like this is normally white. This is normally black. Right. Okay, so it's just really sensitive then. Okay, so 0.001. Point 0.01. Okay, so you don't want it to be totally black. Just get some kind of like dark color in there. 5, 5. And then the lighting, because it's lit, the picture itself will react. So let me see if I can get a noise function in here to mess around with the. Yes, maybe that's a little too strong. I mean, it's just plain noise too. I didn't really mess with it. Just take one of the channels. Probably too organized. I want to be able to like click this and delete it. Okay, there we go. So how about just a rough map, bump map. Get out of here, metallic. All right, so roughness, texture base. let's do some. See if there's any. Error. Yeah, not surprised. Like just screwing it up. Um, for funsies here. Delete. Okay, I don't. Yeah, I don't know. I'm trying to do things. I don't know what this is gonna do. Just trying to get there to be some more. Some general roughness. I need to like zoom into this. That's kind of the problem. It's like I need to scale it. Struggling to figure out how to scale this. So I can do a position. So maybe a vector 2. Let's call it constant vector 2. So we can try this. It might need a, should just be flat. Or it needs to be it's normalized. Try 0.5. No, didn't like that. Yeah, I don't know. 2 to 3-dimensional vector. So like, messing with this. So let's try that. I don't really understand these graphs. Like it's easier to just write shaders than it is to deal with these things. I'm not really getting that. Okay, well, that's not happening. It seems like this shouldn't work at all because it wants a 2 to 3-dimensional vector, but passing in the vector causes an error. So that doesn't make any sense to me. This is the vector you want. Yeah, I don't know. Delete. Oh, well, that works too. And I don't want plain noise, but actually, I don't know. Just want to zoom into it. Guess I can try to. Maybe this is just a scale. Multiply it times. I don't understand what this data is. Like, that's outputting something called noise. Yeah, I don't know. It'd be easier to just change the sample size in a freaking blood texture read. Like, this is. Maybe I can do that. Can sample. Does it just automatically grab the scene somehow? No clue. No, forget it. Jeez. Okay, well, let's like watch a tutorial or something to deal with this. It may be possible to write a shader. I need to learn their functions in here, but I can just, is there a way to just get to the code? Is there like a shader stage switch, GLSL, script, max scripts. Okay, is there a node or functions? Texture object. Sampler type. Oh, here's a sampler. Call it texture object, data. Oh, okay. Go do linear grayscale. Distance field. Wait, what was that? Oh, that'd be cool if it was like a depth. But yeah, it's kind of weird. Alright, never mind. What's the difference between linear grayscale and grayscale? Texture object, and what is that data type look like? Control Alt. Texture sampler node. Okay, alright, that's kind of cool. Sample type color. Yeah, it's the same thing over here. No texture asset. Alright. Yeah, so I don't really need that, but cool. Alright, well, it's fun messing around with that. Go out of here. See if this thing is still working. Okay, so we have this, and it's not so dark now. I guess you can even make it a white canvas, even though I did not do that. Something. Just gotta get the right brightness, you know. It's conflicting. The emissive is conflicting with the. I need to like not do that. Let's try reversing this. So now 0, 2. That's better. It's not like fading out so much. Okay, that's not bright enough. Jeez, start going back and forth. Yeah, it's too bright. Okay, so because it's like fading out the original stuff, so I'm trying to figure out how to get it to just layer. But I don't know how to deal with this thing. What I would do in shaders, I would write white, and then I would overwrite from the sample. And if it was transparent, I would, I would just add it. So then that would be it. It'd be like a 2-line shader. Okay, more than that, you have to sample, but still. Dang. Yeah, this is like, I guess I have to like somehow blend it, but like somehow, like I don't know how to do that with this. Like, is there a blend? Blend, emissive. Okay, maybe I don't want default lit. What's that do? Clear coat. Interesting. Well, these presets are unlit. That didn't do too well. And clear. This one seems like good for a kind of glassy look, which is nice. So maybe we should do that one. So let's say we want to exclude black. But that doesn't solve the problem for like the background color, which is what I came in here to begin with. So I still don't really know how to control the shader's just base color. I don't know how to just add it. So here's this. Now can you be not washed out by... Yeah, you get washed out. That sucks. Yeah, it's like washing it out. What I want is for it to sit on top of it. But it's not... I'm not able to figure out the right blend function. I just wanted to add... I feel like that's the base. It's weird. It's like a emissive layer versus... So it's got a difference. And yeah, not having control of this is like, it's like irritating. I'm just gonna do nothing right now. Okay. There's that. I'll control the color in the camera for now because I cannot figure out. Unreal. Okay. All right. Actually, it doesn't seem like it's possible, which is quite confusing. I'm going to just put a background in the PP stage, and that should accomplish the... Just go like super simple here. So let me crack this guy open. Try and get a feel for this horrifying half scene of a sky. What are we looking at? This is confusing as hell. I turned you off, Skybox. Go away. Okay, so point light. I put like a wall behind this. Let me go to... I saw a button before for adding things. Add, is that right? Oh, here it is. Add. Okay. Yeah, just put like a plane. I should be able to put a material on that and get a color on that. background. I can spin you around and get you. No, that's very confusing. This global direction isn't really helpful. Oh, I need to rotate on yeah, that's right. Okay. Okay, so there's you. Just kind of shift you back, not the light, onto background. Shift you back. And what is that big giant black wall? You must be the plane. We don't really seem to need this currently. I'm very confused as to why this plane is here. What? I thought it was like shifted way over to the left. That like changed for some reason. Yeah, you're like way over here. Weird. Okay. Yeah, this is not. This must be like the prefab I'm editing as opposed to the actual thing in the scene. So is this background, basic shape material? Pick a different material. I could do like brick or something. That would be terrible. That's what we want, isn't it? Wood, background, pine, lake. Yeah, I guess I think the background itself could be pretty generic. Like just grass. Like yeah, it could be anything. Don't want like solid black. Right now I'll just pick this cobblestone thing. And then this can be pretty large, I think. Just needs to fit the camera's shot in there. So let me save this. I have no clue what that's going to result in. Alright, so that seems to work. Okay, so we got like a background. The cobblestone looks terrible. Move it back a little bit more. Save ya. Okay, let's see what this gets us for the... So I need to move over a tad. Oh gosh, yeah, you cannot see. It's like so noisy. Alright. Okay, but it's working. Just need some tweaking. So you can slide over it a bit. Let's get rid of cobblestones, pick something else that's less noisy. Basic wall. Yeah, just do that. I think that'll get us a ways. And basic wall's too small. Let's increase the background size. 15. I don't want it to be too big and then like bleed into the player's view. There we go. So we got a nice white canvas. That's all I wanted. I was trying to do that for like an hour. Okay. And we should get us a painting here. Just like blip. There we go. Nice. I think there's some shadows on there too, which is fun. That's from the light. Pretty cool. And then to test this for extra fun, let's now duplicate this UV Stage 2, and then we're going to slide it over and do it again. Slide that over. And we kind of have our proof of concept here. Yeah, make it writable, whatever. Just save when I press Control S. And it should hopefully do 3 different random things. Ooh, okay. So some kind of seed going on there. Oh, you know what it is? It's not the seed. And I never quite figured this out, but we're going to have to, it's not going to instance this. So we have to Control P. So this needs to target I'm having a hard time finding where are you? Why did you not save anything I did earlier? I just... What? That's frustrating, because I just did that. I went to you and messed with you. What? Okay, so that's the render target. I gotcha. This is the material. No. One of you is the material. Oh, of course. I have it out of order. Alright, so here's material 1. Yeah, you're fine. So you should still work. All I did was copy and paste something, and you should not break. Okay, so you're white, and that's correct. Second one should also be white. But what we want to do is make sure it's targeting the correct thing. So I come in here. There's something that connects it to the material, and I forget exactly. The camera talks to the render target, and the material should reference the render target. There it is, stage render target texture. Okay, so that's what we need to make sure is happening for this guy. So, where is it? I don't see texture. It's just like super confusing. Like, why are you gone? You should be the same exact thing as before. What is this? Material expression texture base. That's not here. But then what good is a copy paste? What did you paste? You did not paste the thing that I copied. I don't know what that is. Okay. From texture asset, so it just doesn't copy the... Man, why is this so different? Like... What? It's really something so basic as this is not material expression texture sample. Physical material. There's some options to change here, like... Yeah, that got it to show up. So I may have to click on this. Oh, man, that is not clear at all. Okay, well now I know. Alright, so there's you, and so there's nothing on you. Okay, and then we can just save. So this was the thing I didn't know how to automate easily. So here's 2, and then we need to make a second and third one here. So the stage of 3, and then same thing here. We just need to make sure that's lined up. And there would be like a, yeah, there's probably a way to do it programmatically as well, but to come in here, you need to make sure that this is pointing at 3. And then the scene camera, this BP stage, which is going to be kind of tricky. So there's this guy, BP stage 2, come here. Then we're going to render it to the second one. And it should, once I find it, there we go. Render target 2, and come in here and render target 3. And that should give us 3 different random things. You can look up target or, okay, maybe not. There are so many things in here. Always spawn. Alright, I am not seeing it again. Advanced. Son of God. Like, where are you? Like, I just... Oh, because I'm not clicking on camera. Okay. Jeez. All right. Here we go. Okay, so save. And so now we'll try this thing out and see what happens. Ah, it's rendering the same thing still. Okay. It shouldn't. Let me take a look at this. BP stage, camera. Yeah, you're talking to one. You're talking to two, apparently. Looks right. It could just be the algorithm doesn't, it needs a random seed or something different. Different seed, salt. Which is slightly disheartening if, because we would need to throw in a timestamp or something. Otherwise it would, every time you play the game, it'd be the same. Or, chances of encountering the same one go way up. I clicked on camera. There you are. Okay, then you are looking at the, okay. So there's that. Just got to look at the logic a little bit, or maybe I'll stop for now. Close this. But I'm kind of curious. All right, so I clicked on this BP stage. There's the generate scene here. Oh gosh. Okay, here we go. All right. Sequence 01 then generate scene. Objects array. Random transform. Okay, so there's random transform. Props. Loop from body. So the selection, loop body. So sets material, adds these props, random transform. Array. It's random here. Reading symbols. So that random seems fine. It's that each of you kicks up, and I wonder if these are instanced or not. Like this BP stage, it's running once for all three, or how do you instance this? How do I make sure that it's not running once for all targets BP stage? Maybe that's it. I need to change the target on this. Like, I would think that it would have target is BP stage. Maybe that's BP stage self. Like I need to modify its, like I don't want to edit BP stage exactly. I want to mess with apply instance changes. Whoops. Okay, that didn't seem great. Alright, well, okay, I think I might have done something terrible. Let's go here. Yep, I had a feeling that's what you did. So it's weird, like, well, that didn't seem to matter for you. Well, why though? Why? Okay, yeah, they're really close. Probably need to spread them out, but at least for now, there's BP stage, and we want to edit. Create child blueprint class, open blueprint editor. So you're fine. Just leave you alone. Let's edit you. And that's what I'm not 100% certain on. Like, target self, like all that seems okay. Guess I can, one thing I can check real quick before I get too in the weeds here is this. Just see what's rendering over here. See, so they're all rendering different things. It truly is a problem with the render target script. So the issue, the randomness is fine. Like it is actually doing random. That's great. But the render texture writing code, whatever's responsible for that is failing. It's like you have a render target. Click on the camera. You have a render target. And that looks different. That truly does look different. So like the render targets appear to be getting written to differently, which is good. Yeah, so the render targets themselves are doing okay. So that's working. But the material, oh, I don't think I changed the material on this stage. Okay, of course. Yeah, my bad. Totally overlooked that. Let's go to BP stage 2. Then we need to go to this plane here and edit the matte to 2. That's why. So we're going to save views, go back out here, let's edit you, go in here, matte 3, okay. That should actually get us three different ones. No, no, it didn't pan out. Wow. What does it do? It just all this save them all. I think when I do that edit button, it like saves it globally, perhaps. Let's see, where's their matte? Yeah, I think I edited it to be global. So I have to like come in here and just mess with the instance. Just gotta kind of be careful with that. It's really easy to kind of screw that up without knowing it. This isn't beginner friendly. I'll be careful with this thing. Okay. There's no like iconography to show like that I can see, which indicates like pressing this is going to be worse somehow than like just editing it in here. Or I do see like the apply over here. Apply instance changes to blueprint, like that's starting to make sense to me, to where it's just a little bit different from Unity. It still seems more rich. All right, boom, got it. 3 different pictures. Screenshot. Game over. Also, those are so close together. I think I might, before I game over this, let me just separate these out a little. Get a little bit more qualitative shot here. Leave beefy stage 1 alone. Let's kind of create some space. And you can, yeah. I can clean that up. Yeah, so we get 3 clearly different shots. That's what I would like. Right. There we go. Committing the code. Okay, so let me just save. I'll close this. Make sure there's not anything I didn't save. Yeah, save it. Save it all. Make it writable. Save it. Okay, then we got this. Workout instanced. Texture streaming. Yeah. It's not really instance. I'm just air quotes. Instance. And then we should be everything selected here. Just make sure it's all selected. I don't know why it's not all selected. All right, let me save this. Close it. Make sure that saves. Come back out here. Yeah, I'll apply all the changes. Check it in. There we go.